Yo, 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 yo. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Max and Juan cast. Max, we back at it tonight. NFL previews. We are here. How you feeling?
Doing good one. I want to do better than last year, though. I want to get them all right. 32 out of 32. Let's do it.
So, welcome to our annual, yearly, whatever you want to call it, NFL previews, aka NFL over-unders. Me and Max for the last, Max, like 2 years? We've been doing over-unders.
Yeah.
So we preview every single team in the NFL. We do it by divisions. We pick a division winner. In past years, we picked like MVPs and stuff. We're not gonna do all that, but we definitely.
I'm sorry.
What's up?
I saw my record from 2 years ago. I was 11-21, and you were 14-18.
Hey.
Jesus Christ.
Hey,
That's 2 years ago. This year we just did the tallies. 15-17. Juan, what were you? Same thing.
15-17. That's what we hitting. So we a little halfway. We're a little halfway right on these things.
I was much better than 11-21. That's why I laughed. I was like, "Oh my god, no, that's pretty bad."
Yeah, we've had some pretty bad ones over the years. Some teams that we're way off on. But shout out to the Vikings because we're doing the NFC North today. The Vikings never fail me. I feel like I always get the Vikings right every single year.
No, you do. Definitely you do.
But yeah, so we're going to be talking about all these NFL teams, picking our over-unders. So make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to like the video, comment down below, all that good stuff. Appreciate all the love and support that you guys have been doing. You guys have been absolutely loving our legacy series, our legend tier. We're finally going to be talking about some modern football, some current football, not throwback football. It's
been a while, dude.
Yeah, unfortunately, honestly, because me and Max love talking about the throwback football, man. But training camp is here. It's August, so all August long, we're going to be doing the previews for you guys. And today, like I said, NFC North. Max, where do you want to start in the division? I'll give you the pick, wherever you want to start.
Let's go with the Vikings so I can get them wrong for the 5th year straight or whatever. This division's loaded. I will say that just before we go into them. It's going to be it was tough last year. We had 3 playoff teams. I don't see how that could be any different this year. But let's go straight into the Vikings one.
So, yeah, Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell, OC Wes Phillips, and DC Brian Flores. Last year, they went 14-3. Unfortunately, they lost in the wild card round to the Rams because they had a away playoff game. Their over-under this year, Max, is 8.5.
It's only one game up from the previous years of 7.5.
Yeah, and something new that we added to the graphics this year is their cap space entering 2026. So they're actually going to be dead last in the NFL. but
we know these numbers aren't real. The math isn't always math, and as the kids say, you can move that number around. The important thing is, one, they didn't give $40 million to Sam Darnold.
Yeah,
that was a good one. But, there's no better place to start one. I don't know if you're ready to. It's JJ McCarthy time. It's been we got one half of football of it, and we reacted, and we were, like, blown away against the Raiders. So, and he gets hurt. What did he tear? His labrum? He's out the whole year. What do you expect out of JJ McCarthy? And as a rookie, basically.
Look, I have faith because it's Kevin O'Connell. I'm going to go back to my pre-draft analysis of J.J. McCarthy. I wasn't a big fan. Shocker. Really wasn't. I wasn't a big fan of J.J., but I've grown to realize that the quarterback position in the NFL these days, if you're not a Josh Allen, you're not a Patrick Mahomes, it's not that all big of a deal as it was 15 to 10 years ago. Why? Because I feel like the coaching has just like revolutionized the quarterback position to a sense where you need guys that can have great timing, great, throw off the run, like improvising and stuff. And you don't need like a Josh Allen back there. And JJ McCarthy fits that build where I can see him doing pretty good in a Kevin O'Connell offense. I have faith in that.
Yeah, I agree. Everything you described, I feel like is Kevin O'Connell's offense. Since he's been in Minnesota, first it was Kirk Cousins, who was just really good at timing, really good at just delivering the ball over the middle. Then it was Sam Darnold, like you said, not the most talented guy in the world, not the best quarterback, but hey, we can move him in space. He has got a big arm. I mean, just in terms of talent, you can't look at it and say, wow, JJ McCarthy is not nearly as good as Sam Darnold. Like JJ McCarthy got a good arm, can run around, he's a good athlete, and he's tough. And everything you said, I totally agree with, especially when it comes to Kevin O'Connell, who was a quarterback whisperer, so to speak.
Yeah. And they're bringing back the crew. Brian Flores is back. Their defense, they got Van Ginkel. Harrison Smith is still there. We'll see what
They got
happens.
Jonathan Allen is a big ad. That's a
Yeah.
big ad for them.
Yeah. So Jonathan Allen, we're showing you guys the departures and the arrivals that they had. Me and you always love to talk about leap guys. Dallas Turner struggled last year as a rookie. He was underwhelming. And this
Yeah.
year, maybe
Well, they
he can
brought him
break
along
out.
slowly. Yeah. I think two things about this team specifically. One, in their wild card game where they got just dismantled by the Rams, the pass rush really was they got destroyed. Their O-line got destroyed. And obviously Christian Darrisaw was hurt. He's coming back, and that's going to be a huge help. But on the interior one, they remade it completely. They added Will Fries, they added Ryan Kelly, they got Donovan Jackson out of Ohio State. So now you have two really good tackles, a really good guard in Will Fries, a good center, and a guard I think is going to be really good in the NFL. That's a big help, especially with a rookie quarterback. You want to keep them upright. They're going to want to run the ball with Aaron Jones and Ty Chandler and whoever else they have right now. I think this team's really good. And just to piggyback what you said about Dallas Turner, I think him and Grenard can be a really good pass rushing duo. I think last year they kind of they were kind of dependent on we got to simulate pressure. We don't know who's coming, but now they have guys who can just win. As Jonathan Allen won, you can just win on a guard, right? You can just have Dallas Turner try to win on a tackle. We know Grenard can win. That's going to be a lot better for them rather than having to blitz and play aggressive. Their defense has gotten more versatile. It's gotten better. And same thing with their offensive line.
Yeah. So something I'm looking at too are their corners. They got Byron Murphy back there, and they signed your boy,
Solid.
Isaiah Rodgers. That's another
He can
guy.
go. He can play man to man. So, and Flores is going to still want to just leave those guys on an island and rush.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, this is a team that won 14 games and they got a lot better on paper. You know what I mean? So, but the big question is obviously JJ McCarthy. He's never played it down in regular season football. It's tough. It's tough to think like even if they're 20% worse, they're still a really good team than last year.
So
I mean, just go ahead. I want to hear.
No, their over under is 8.5. I'm leaning towards the over on the Minnesota Vikings.
I'm just going to copy you. You got this team. I'm going over.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to win 14 games, by the way. I think there is going to be some regression in there. I think it's just...
So, yeah, that would be my question. So, Sam Darnold, let's say he played at a B level last year, or let's just say he played at an A level. He was a 90. What do you think J.J. McCarthy is going to do as a rookie? Is he going to be like 80? Rather, like you're going to lose like 10% of Sam Darnold? I would think he'd be like 20% less as a rookie, 25.
Yeah. Like I said, would I be surprised if JJ McCarthy is not good? I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest. But would I be surprised if he does really good? No, because of Kevin O'Connell. It's the coaching. That's what it is at the end of the day. People got to understand, Kevin O'Connell made Joshua Dobbs look good. That's the kind of talent that we're talking about with Kevin O'Connell. So backup quarterback, rookie quarterback, second-year guy, it don't matter. All my faith goes into Kevin O'Connell. I'm going over for the Minnesota Vikings. I know Max can't see my screen all that good, but show your over-under if you have it for the audience.
oh, sorry. Hold on. Let me write that really quick. No, I'm going over two. Just show one. Just show yours because I'm copying you anyway on this one.
Okay, let's move on. Let's go to the big boys in Chicago. Let's go to the Bears, who revamped their whole coaching staff. Of course, the big news out of Chicago, they hired Ben Johnson, former offensive coordinator from the Lions, and they wind up hiring one of the youngest offensive coordinators in the league from the Denver Broncos. Declan Doyle, new offensive
What a name.
coordinator. Yeah, what a
What a
name. Sounds like
name.
a 2K generated name back in the day with the AIs.
Doyle.
But
Nice.
they bring some seasoning in at defensive coordinator Dennis Allen, the talented defensive coordinator coming from New Orleans, former head coach last year. I ain't called that one. He wasn't fit out to be a head coach, but Dennis Allen is a heck of a defensive coordinator. Last year, fourth in the division, 5-12. Their over under is 8.5. Cap space going into next year is 25th with minus $1.1 million. Some of the additions that they have: Joe Thuney, Jonah Jackson, Colston Loveland, tight end that they wound up drafting in the first round. Departures, they lost Jalen Jones and Keenan Allen. Nothing big. Keenan Allen just signed with the Chargers this week. But look, for the Chicago Bears, Max, everything is about Caleb Williams. That's the main topic. That's the main concern that we have. Is he going to take the leap? There's no excuses this year. They upgraded the offensive line. They upgraded the receivers to a certain point. They winded up drafting Luther Burden. So there's even a bigger upgrade in the wide receiving room. They upgraded at the tight end position with Colston Loveland. They got two of them now. And then, of course, they got Ben Johnson. What is the excuse going to be for Caleb Williams? It's all on him. It's all on his shoulders. Max, what do you think is going to happen?
I want to say over, but all this, like this division is just murderer's row. It's going to be really tough. One of these teams that we think is going to be good is going to be bad. I believe in Ben Johnson one. I really do. I like Dennis Allen when it comes to defense only. We've talked about it for a long time on this podcast. Is when Dennis Allen can just be a DC, he can be really good. And like you said, the pieces they've added. I know Jonah Jackson didn't work for the Rams, but when he was with Ben Johnson, he landed that big contract. So Ben Johnson knows his strengths, knows his weaknesses. And I mean, I think they got Joe Thuney for pennies on the dollar. I know they had to give him some money. And I know he looked bad in the Super Bowl playing tackle, but like you talked about, he's a guard. They signed Drew Dahlman, who I don't think I put up there, and he was a really big gift for them. He was a really good center. Part of me wants to go over. I just don't know if I believe in Caleb Williams. I believe in Ben Johnson. We know how good he's been in Detroit. Guys, Jared Goff was damaged goods when he got there. He resurrected him from pretty much a pile of crap. I hate to say it, but Jared Goff was – he was an app. They traded a first-round pick just to get rid of that contract. So I'm thinking over. Maybe you could sway me to under because I'm just kind of leaning in the wind like a tree at this point. I'm not really sure where to go.
Look, honestly, it does. It smells like a recipe for disaster. It really does. I can see them falling straight on their face and being like,
I feel the opposite way. I feel like this is a recipe for success more than a recipe for disaster.
yeah, but I feel like for the quarterback, for Caleb, there's so much pressure on him. There's no excuse, really.
I mean, that's the first overall pick. That pressure is going to be there regardless. That pressure was there last year, and they did fall on their face. One thing I'd like to talk to you about is what do you think of the defense? We've made so much of the offense. I mean, we got Montez Sweat. We have year 2 of Austin Booker, who can like we've always liked coming out. You have Jalen Johnson. You have some decent players on defense. I mean, the defense still, to me, looks a little bit behind the 8 ball when it compared to the offense, right? I have a hard time thinking they're going to be better than Green Bay. I have a hard time thinking they're going to be better than the Minnesota Vikings. Now, there's a part of me, and maybe it's just because I have PTSD from losing both coordinators in the same offseason. I feel like if there's one team that could fall on their face and they could be better than is Detroit. But even then, I'm like, I believe in Dan Campbell so much. So, look, I'm going to go under. I think they're going to win 8 games. I'm going to go with under.
For the
Let me
Bears?
show my trusty. I'm going to go under with the Bears. What's that say? Under. Sorry for my bad penmanship.
Oh my
I don't write
goodness.
big. I write tiny.
As much as
So-
I want, as much as I'm scared for Caleb Williams, I'm gonna go over. And the only reason why I'm gonna go over that's convincing me is the offensive line. That's the biggest upgrade. That's the most important thing. I love their offensive line. It got so much better. And one guy that I'm just bringing up now, but you know how big of a fan I was, Roma Dunze. I would love for him to
Yeah.
break out. I would love for him to take over the alpha role over DJ Moore. I heard DJ Moore is playing like running back in training camp, which I don't think is all that bad, but I would love Rome to just be that guy, be the number one dude. Let Luther work the slot. Let DJ do his thing as a second receiver, but hit Rome Odunze out there. I think he has so much potential, man. I'm gonna go over for the Bears. I think they could at least win 9 to 10 games. I think they'll get right there. I don't think they'll win any more than 10 games. I would be completely
Yeah,
shocked.
no.
But the defense is good, like you
I
said.
don't even love picking under. Like, part of me wants to pick over. I'm just gonna bet with what I've seen so far.
Yeah.
And guys, don't listen to me if you're betting money on this team. This is not one of my more confident picks. I think we both have these teams where we're like, damn, it really could go either
This
way.
is the toughest
And
division.
there's some teams we're just and sometimes you're like, oh, I know in my heart. Like last year with the Cowboys, I'm like, oh, I know they're not gonna be good. And Chicago's a team like the only thing I'd say that's weak on the offense is DeAndre Swift and Roshan Johnson. I mean, I know that's going to be like their David Montgomery and Jameer Gibbs, but that's like really poor man's version. Like really, really poor man's version.
Absolutely. All right. So I went over. Max went under for the Chicago Bears. Let's go ahead and move on. Let's go to the Detroit Lions, Max. You were bringing up that they lost 2 of their coordinators. Okay. So Dan Campbell's still there, but John Morton winds up filling in that OC position. And with them losing Aaron Glenn at DC, now it's Kelvin Shepard. Okay. Last year, they won the division. Last game of the season, 15-2. They wound up losing in the divisional round, 45-31 to the Commanders, the red hot Commanders. Their over-under, Max, is 10.5. That is wild. That's a lot of games, man. I can see a lot of people going over easily and losing a lot of money. Additions: DJ Reed, Tyleik Williams, a guy that they drafted, Avonte Maddox. Shout out to Max and his Eagles. Departures: they lost Kevin Zeitler due to retirement, I believe. Zadarius Smith, who's a free agent still, and Carlton Davis, cornerback, wind up losing him as well. Look, I'm going to let you start this off, Max, because you kind of alluded to it when we're talking about the Chicago Bears, as far as how it feels to lose 2 offensive coordinators in general.
And wouldn't you agree? They didn't just lose 2, they lost like 2 great ones. 2, like Ben Johnson was the hottest name before last year, right? Like we, think about Bobby Slowick from the Texans and Ben Johnson, right? We both were like, where are they going to get jobs? Slowick had a bad year. He got fired. Ben Johnson lived up to the hype in year 2 and even delivered on that, I would say. Same thing with Aaron Glenn. Remember how many people were critical, and me and you made the video about Dan Campbell sticking to his guys, believing in Aaron Glenn, and now he worked out? It's tough. I don't know John Morton. I don't know Kelvin Shepard. I heard a lot of great things about Brian Johnson, and I can't even remember the DC's name for the
Aaron
Eagles
Glenn.
that got.
Oh
no, for the Eagles that got. Well, whatever his name was, I can't remember it because he got replaced by Matt
Gannon.
No, that one who came after him. What's
I'm forgetting his name.
Well, whatever. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he didn't make it a year, and I'm sorry, it's just different. It's just different. I'm gonna go under. I think they're gonna win 10 games. I mean, in my heart, it's 10, it's 9, 10, 11 games. That's what they're gonna win. I can still see them making a playoffs. I can still see them being good. I just think it's really hard. And I don't think they've gotten a lot better in free agency or with the draft. Obviously, getting Aiden back is going to help. But, hey, I don't think Aiden's going to be himself right away. Your boy, the D tackle, he's hurt. What's his name? Aleem McNeil's hurt.
Yeah.
They were really banged up last year. The O-line got a little worse. And I just don't think they're going to be nearly as good as last year. I think last year was like their magical season. That kind of ended prematurely. So. Yeah. I still believe in Dan Campbell. Even if it's a bad year, I'm not saying let's fire Dan Campbell. It's like, losing 2 of the premier coordinators in the league is tough. I've been through it.
I'm going to say this, man. I'm going to go over. I trust the Lions. I think they got just so much talent, bro. They do.
I do. I agree. It's tough.
I think it's hard for me to look at it like they got the best right tackle in the league. They got arguably a top 3 tight end, top 5 tight end. They got the best running back duo in the league.
They got a great receiving core.
Yeah. St. Brown, Jamison Williams. I mean, their defense, yeah, Aiden Hutchinson's not going to start
I'm
off
more
the
worried
year.
about the defense than offense, to be honest with you. Just looking by the name basis, like Terry Arnold's got to have a big year for them. And then who's the next? Marcus Davenport. I mean, that's your boy from Madden, but
Yeah.
I don't know if you can count on him to be reliable.
But I have big faith in Tyleik Williams. I think Tyleik Williams, my pro comp for him was literally freaking the guy that they have right now, Ali McNeil. He's a carbon copy of him. So I think they knew that Ali McNeil was going to be hurt. Tyleik Williams slides right in. I have a lot of faith from him out of Ohio State. And DJ Reader, like I heard some things were going on with him injury wise last year. So hopefully
Oh,
he can.
DJ Reed? Yeah.
Yeah. So no, DJ Reader, the defensive tackle.
Is he still there? I thought he left.
I'm reading their depth chart. It says that he's still there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. I thought they cut him. That's my bad. Okay. That's my bad.
My bad. I did name him off as a departure, huh? All right. Anyway, look, I'm going over on the Lions. I'm going to say it right now. Over on the Detroit Lions. Look,
hold on. Is every team going over for you in this division?
I think that's how good this division is. It's the best division in football. I don't even think it's close.
I mean, I don't. If it happens, I guess.
Did all of them go over last year, except for the Bears?
Not the Bears. Yeah.
And I think I'm going to get into
this is the worst. We started with the worst one, to be honest. Yeah, but anyway, I mean, I don't blame you. I don't blame you, right? Yeah. I don't blame you for going under. I mean, over. Excuse me.
But you're going under, right, Max?
I'm going under, yeah. I'm sticking to my guns.
All right. Let's go to the Green Bay Packers. Matt LaFleur. Jeff Hafley for DC. Adam Stenovich. There you go. Last year, 11-6, third in the division, lost to Philly in the wild card. Over under 9.5. Cap space, 14th in the NFL next year, $29.9 million. Some of the additions: Aaron Banks, Nate Hobbs, Matthew Golden. Losses: Eric Stokes and Jaheir Alexander. Max, what are your thoughts on the Green Bay Packers?
I'm thinking right now I'm going to just blow my load and say I'm going over. I think last year was a pretty turbulent year for them in terms of the quarterback position. Jordan Love didn't play great to start the year. He was banged up, came back too early, but they went 4-0 with Malik Willis somehow. Yeah. This is my thinking. I think Jordan Love's going to have a really good bounce back year. And they just went 11-6 with Malik Willis playing 4 games, and he can't throw the ball a lick. I think they got better. I think there's plenty of guys who are just waiting to explode from this team that we haven't really gotten a chance to see. Edgerrin Cooper was awesome for them. Xavier McKinney was arguably the best free agent signing of the whole shebang. And Jordan Love, I believe in him. I think the offensive line got better. I think they're going to be healthier. Zach Tom got his money. I'm going over. I think they're my favorite to win the division. I believe that.
I'm going to do a hot take here. I'm going under. I think they're going to be the worst team in the division. I'm banking more on Ben Johnson than the Bears. I think that's part of it. They're taking that big leap. And I'm picking Kevin O'Connell over Matt LaFleur. That's honestly how I feel. I just have more faith in all those other teams. I don't think they're going to be bad. I don't think they're going to win like 4 games. But I don't think
any team's going to do that.
Yeah, I think it's going to be the battle. It's going to be the battle of the division, and I think they're going to get beat up the most. And when I look at it, their defense is not bad, but it's the worst out of all 4 of these teams. Would you agree? Or you think Detroit is worse? Think of Detroit fully healthy. Once they get fully healthy.
I think Detroit's got better corners. I think they have a better front 7 than Detroit. And I guess that's where it comes down to splitting hairs. Because, I mean, if Jair was still there, I would easily say they're better. But I think it comes down to that. I would go Green Bay slightly better. And I like that their way Jeff Hafley has their defense playing last year. But I think the coordinators are a really big loss. I don't care about the players leaving as much. The coordinators are too big a loss. And I love a returning coaching staff.
Yeah. I'm looking at the offensive line for the Packers. It's pretty good. Josh Jacobs, another year. And
they got nothing from Jordan Morgan last year. If they get anything out of him, that's going to be huge.
I heard they moved what's his name? Romeo Dobbs to corner. Who was the guy?
Corner. Yeah, that's no. Oh,
What's his
Bo
name?
Melton. I
Bo
saw that.
Melton.
Yeah.
There you go,
I
Bo
love that.
Melton.
I love that. I love when that happens in the NFL. We don't see enough of that anymore.
I do love myself some Matthew Golden, honestly. But
Jaden Reed, forgot we made the video. You're a
yeah, but
hater?
you know how I feel about Matthew Golden, man. Jaden Reed's gonna be 1-2. You know, they're gonna be a 1-2 punch. But I do like their offense. But like I said, out of all the defenses, I trust them the least. I'm banking
Alright.
on Ben Johnson. I'm banking on the Bears. You know, that's part of it. But let me go ahead and show it, man. I'm gonna go under. All right, under for the Green Bay Packers. I could easily go over for all these freaking teams, honestly. Would you
Yeah,
be
I feel
shocked?
like I got you to. I honestly feel like I got you to go under because I said I'm like, you really think all 4 teams are going over, and you were like, one of these teams ain't doing it. You know it. You
And
know
whose
it.
quarterback is the most
By the
injury
way-
prone?
By the way, yeah, low key JJ McCarthy, but I mean, just the over unders 9.5, 8.5, 10.5, 8.5. Like that's ain't like there's one that's 4.5, and you're like, oh, we can get away with that. That's a lot. That's probably be the most like over under wins in a division by far.
100%. All right. Anything else on the Green Bay Packers, Max?
No, I'm good. It's tough.
Yeah.
Just thinking about should I go under with the over with the Bears stuff.
So let's do a little recap. For the Bears, Max, you went
under.
So that's your under team.
No, I got 2. I got the Lions going under too.
Oh my goodness, you got the Bears and the Lions going under. I think that Bears one's gonna wind up killing you, man. I think I talked you into that one, and then I low key like honeydeed you on that one. Yeah.
Yeah, low key. Yeah, a little bit.
Lions,
little bit.
I went over. You went under on the Lions. Vikings, we both went over.
I copied you on that one.
And with the Packers, you went over. I went under.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's get into who's gonna win the division. Who's your division winner for the NFC North, Max?
Well, I'll do you one better. I'll rank the teams. I'm gonna go Packers, Vikings, Lions, Bears.
I'm going to go Lions, Bears, Vikings, Packers. But man, are those top 3 teams, it's going to be close. I mean, honestly, it's going to be close between all 4 of them. But I feel like this one is so freaking hard, man. It's the best division in football. It's so freaking hard to rank.
What was your division? Like, how did you have it going? Who was 1?
I went 1 with the Lions, 2 with the Bears, 3 with the Vikings, 4
and then 4 with the Packers.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah.
I mean, I could argue they have the best quarterback in the division. Yeah. I mean, it's tough. This is the worst division, but worst division to rank. Sorry. It's really tough because this is the best division on paper we've seen.
Yeah, 100%. All right. Anything else on this division, Max?
No, I like it. I'm happy.
All right. Well, I think that's going to do it, guys. These previews are probably going to be a little bit on the shorter side, but we hope you guys enjoy it. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to like the video, comment down below. Who do you guys have winning the division? All right. Let us know in the comment section down below. Max, any last words?
No, I'm going to win this year in the over-unders.
Just because you said under first, you're going to lose. I basically, do I get the win?
Why? We tied. Didn't I win the pick'ems? Oh, we didn't do pick'ems last year.
We didn't do pick'ems last year.
You're lucky. You're lucky.
Pick'ems is hard, man. Fuck the pick'ems. I'm a fan. Who's better at fantasy? Exactly.
I retired.
Yeah. Due to sucking all the time. All right.
Okay.
All right. I think that's gonna do it though. We'll see you guys in the next one. All right. Peace.
Big dreams, everything ain't what it seems. Glittering gold both ways. Not on my team. This organic, we don't buy.